Pressure rises where the hidden lines converge. Signals move beneath the world before they surge. Silence carries weight like iron in the air. Something counts the moments that are never fully there. When mark flows strike, the veins are running light, and broken towers bleed into the night. Soft gates tremble where the lifelines used to stand. Fire learns to travel through the sand. A second force returns from wounded ground, rewrites the silence in the mirrored sound. Past close tight where open roots decay. The system learns to shift but cannot stay. Everything that breaks becomes a measure of the whole. Everything that moves is pulled toward the toe. It rises when the pressure multiplies unseen. It falls where the balance tries to intervene. It grows where the thresholds lose control. Divided by the strength of the system's hold, and multiplied by the weight of distant eyes that see. The turning point is closer than it used. The global chain, and futures price the edge of common pain. Numbers spike like heat across a wire, turning calm prediction into fire. Deep beneath the sealed and guarded core, mirrors face each other evermore. If one breaks, the other feels the same, and nothing moves without a wider claim. What divides the flow will shape the fall. What multiplies the shock will name it all. It rises when the pressure multiplies unseen. It falls where the balance tries to intervene. It grows where the thresholds lose control. Divided by the strength of the system's hold, and multiplied by the weight of distant eyes that see. The turning point is closer than it used. And what was measured turns to signal loss, and what was stable carries hidden costs. The equation still is speaking underneath the noise, but only silence answers what it destroys. glory, not for dread. A rational flame, a quiet watch, but the hand that grips can turn to a lock.
Where does the threshold bend and break? When does protection become the stake? The line we draw around our own can turn to a wall, then a throne. Fear that guards can learn to seize, control that preys on its own knees.
On its own knees. A nation afraid invents its wars. A prepper afraid forgets the poor. I ask myself in the dim half-light, am I prepared or prepared to fight?
The dark side of self-preserve is the soul you lose, not the life you serve. Not every shadow needs a blade, not every stranger a barricade. The line we draw around our own can turn to a wall, then a throne. Fear that guards can learn to seize, control that preys
On its own knees. The billionaire's grain in a starving field, the locked gate that will not yield. Same root, same rain, same hardened ground. Fear without wisdom is a tyrant's crown.
Call the question, hold the line. Is this protection or design?
Prepares the hand, wisdom opens it.
The line we draw
Must still bend.
not every war has a righteous end.
Fear that guards but does not own leaves room for light to find its home. The strong survive, but the prepared thrive. heart's water, running debts. One wrong cup and the fever takes, while the dreamer plans for the bomb that breaks.
Not every enemy wears a blade. Some move through the dark the way water waits, clear and still and full of what you cannot see. So what purifies you
Sets you free. Boil it down to the ancient law. Sun and salt and the things you saw in the quiet light where the pathogens fall.
Living water answers the call.
Filter the shadow,
Burn the strain.
what was dead
Shall not rise again.
not by glory,
Not by fire sprawl.
but the slow grace of ordered law.
10 ways to turn poison clean, from the charcoal bed to the solar sheen. The hollow fiber, the ultraviolet thread, the drop of iodine where the microbes fled.
The pool shock sleeps for a decade or more. 10,000 gallons at an unlocked door. The running stream over stagnant pools. The prepared heart obeys the tools. You think the wild will make you strong, but the wild forgets what takes too long. The body breaks without clear command, so take the light into your hand. Boil it down to the ancient law. Sun and salt and the things you saw in the quiet light where the pathogens fall.
Living water answers the call.
Filter the shadow,
Burn the strain.
what was dead
Shall not rise again.
not by glory,
Not by fire sprawl.
but the slow grace of ordered law. The voice did not come in the burning wind,
Nor in the quake where the walls cave in.
it came in the stillness after the flood.
In the clarity drawn from the dust and the mud.
Line by line the instruction came,
Not for the many,
but for the name.
called in the margin, set apart.
The steady water cleans the heart. To the ancient law. Sun and salt and the things you saw in the quiet light where the pathogens fall. Living water answers the call. Filter the shadow,
Burn the strain.
what was dead
Shall not rise again.
not by glory,
Not by fire sprawl.
but the slow grace of ordered law.
The strong survive.
But the prepared thrive.
is refined through reduction. Protein distributed across the cycle of hours. Repetition becomes architecture in the body. Compound motion forms the foundation. Simple movements, repeated without excess.
No excess without consequence, no progress without cost.
The body answers what it is given and returns what receives. Built through structure, not impulse. Strength is a system, not a moment.
Each action
Recorded in the frame of the self.
order becomes visible.
In what is sustained. Lift with intent.
And rest with wisdom.
Time under load becomes transformation. Controlled resistance shapes endurance.
Recovery is not absence of work.
It is the silent work beneath the surface.
Sleep restores what effort reshapes. Stress unbalanced becomes decay.
Balance is not softness.
It is precision maintained.
The compound motion defines the system.
Bench, squat, hinge, press.
The body learns through repetition.
Not variation.
Without purpose, intensity, without collapse.
Rest without stagnation.
The structure holds only if respected and breaks only if ignored. Built through structure, not impulse. Strength is a system, not a moment. Each action recorded in the frame of the self.
Order becomes visible.
In what is sustained. Discipline.
Is continuity.
Continuity is strength.
No artificial shortcut replaces foundation.
Enhancement is not replacement,
The natural system adapts through demand.
not escape.
Bone, muscle, metabolism align.
Through consistent pressure applied with intent.
Survival is not separate from strength.
It is expressed through it. Structure holds under repetition.
Not ambition alone,
The body becomes what it practices.
and nothing more. Order is not imposed.
It is revealed through endurance.
What is built with patience.
Cannot be taken easily.
Strength is stewardship.
Stewardship is responsibility.
Shelter in numbers, not in fear. What is kept becomes what is near. Rice in silence, oil in flame. Every stored piece holds a name. Cans aligned in patient rows. Time held still where order grows. Watered ground in sealed design. Future shaped in measured line.
We do not wait for breaking skies. We build where foresight never dies. Each small thing becomes a wall. Against the moment risk may call.
Order kept is life extended.
Need is met where thought was tended.
Nothing lost and nothing blind.
Preparedness reshapes the mind.
What is stored becomes the way. Through uncertain night to stable day. in storage, heat and grain. Every item breaks the strain. Medicine and steady care, placed with purpose, always there. Not excess but measured line. Survival marked in clean design. Even silence has a plan. Built by hand, by thought, by man.
In the quiet of the sealed space, there is neither fear nor haste. Only order holding fast. Future anchored to the past.
Order kept is life extended.
Need is met where thought was tended.
Light emerges from the plant,
Built not by chance,
but steady hand.
provision turns to guiding flame.
In structured law we speak the same.
No collapse where systems stand.
The strong survive.
But the prepared thrive.
Master strain. Oil at 100 should be insane, but they dump reserves to bury the pain. Threatened, flooded, illusion maintained while real supply chain snap and strain. Tankers burning straight like tight. Refineries hit in the dead of night. Numbers say calm, but that's not right. Physical shortage out of sight.
You can't fake what you burn. You can't fake what won't return. Shortage. Shortage. Shortage.
North stays warm, exports flow. Elsewhere break, systems go. Diesel gone, planes won't fly. Cities choke, supply lines die. Mad Max Road, panic zones. Empty shelves, fractured homes. Island states with nothing left. Energy famine, slow death.
Second order. Third order. Food collapse.
Global disorder.
No fuel, no fuel, no food, no food, no pee, no sea,
No truth! Fertilizer cut, crops decay. Harvest lost before the day. Exports lock nations high. The global hunger amplified. Supply chains fractured, trade shuts down. Poor get hit, first to drown. Energy is power, power is control.
starve the system.
Break the whole. They said solar, wind will will save. But grids collapse when waves don't behave. No dispatch, no steady flow. When the mist spikes, blackout glow.
15% gone for years. Decade long.
Collapse appears.
Singularity. Singularity. Economic singularity. Best case, unlikely. Worst case, already here.
Prepare.
Da, 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 da.
No rules, no line, system offline. Crisis hits, now it's feeding time. Opportunist predators, eyes wide open. See the weak, see the broken. Resources, bodies, all for trade. Human life, just a price tag made.
They show up every war, every storm. Like sharks when the system is torn. They take, they sell, they hunt, they swarm. This is the shape of the
Human form.
exploit, consume, control. Repeat, repeat. Exploit, consume, control. Repeat, repeat, repeat.
Kids disappear in the chaos zone. Nobody sees, nobody owns. Front lines burning, race against time. solo, they move as one. Gangs, cartel, shadows with guns. You try to stand alone, you're done. Lone wolf dies before it's begun.
You have to sleep. You have to breathe. You have to break. And that's when they take.
You need a force, you need a wall, or they will come and take it all. Human trade, fastest rising, bodies priced and reorganizing, organs laid by flesh for sale. Same system, different scale. Doctor suits, same machine. Clean hands hide what's unseen. Blood in the water, they come. Blood in the water, they come.
Lights go out, mask fall off, civilization just a clock. We become. Animals again.
Rural lines hold their shape at first. Names still known, hands still shared, but distance writes its own division. When supply becomes the law,
Cities bend under unseen weight. Too many voices, too little trust. Authority becomes a signal, not always received as truth.
order is not given once. It must be maintained in motion. What holds today can loosen tomorrow, when need outweighs agreement.
We gather in the edge of systems where cooperation meets survival. Some become anchors, some become drift, and meaning fractures under pressure.
The small places remember each other,
The large places remember nothing.
yet both carry the same question.
Who remains when structure fails?
What survives is not uniform.
It is clustered, uneven, real.
becomes local,
not global.
held where trust can still function.
The strong survive, but the prepared thrive.
The grid goes quiet in the deepest cold. 15 minutes, a story unfolds. They waited for a flicker, a saving sound, but the wires froze and the lights went down.
You keep your stores where the ice won't reach. One room, one wall, one truth to teach. The basement holds what the surface loses. A slow drip saves the hidden conduits.
Not panic,
Not speed.
preparation. This is the heat we keep when the power breaks. A smaller room,
A tighter space.
the law of the cold don't bend or sleep. The strong survive.
The prepared thrive.
Propane in the corner, blankets on the wall. Mylar on the plaster to answer the call. 3/4 tank in the frozen machine. One bag by the door, one plan unseen. They said the town hall would take us in, but the roads were a mirror, the help was thin. You dig your own path when the plow won't ride. You store your own light for the longest night.
Not fortune.
Not favor.
Order.
This is the heat we keep.
When the power breaks.
A smaller room,
A tighter space.
the law of the cold don't bend or sleep. The strong survive.
The prepared thrive.
Revelation is not a flood. It's a drip in the pipe when the pressure's good. It comes as instruction, not as fear.
One room, one wall, one clear frontier.
God speaks, the authority stands. The law brings light through ungloved hands.
This is the heat we keep. When the power breaks.
A smaller room,
A tighter space.
the law of the cold don't bend or sleep. The strong survive.
The prepared thrive.
Frequency more than 1 million megahertz. 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 Frequency more than 1 million megahertz.